Hi, my name is Eduardo, and today I'm going to explain you how to give a proper presentation. First, we'll start with the before the presentation, and most of us use visual aids to give any type of presentation. So you need to start with the graphic elements that will help you give your presentation. These elements are formed by lines. This will help you to move forward into the presentation. Shapes will help you to remember and identify important points of your presentation. The color to add importance in some points and to manage the feelings also with the tones. You don't want to use hard tones to not important information, but you want to use these hard tones to important presentations. The contrast is also to build this importance in the information that you're presenting. Then also in the before the presentation, you need to know the topic you're talking about, because if forward in the presentation you get any questions, you need to know what to answer. Also, the visuals, you need to add charts and graphs to help the information you're given. The structure, you need to identify the opening, the climax, and the conclusion in order to accommodate in the proper way the information you're presenting. And also, it's very important that you should practice your presentation before explaining it. This helps to give you more confidence. This also helps you to appear more prepared to the public. Then we get to the during the presentation part. First, the contact with your audience. It is pretty important to keep the audience participating in order to maintain them up close with your presentation. Then the voice. Use your voice and keep the tone and volume so the audience is keeping in touch with your presentation. Also, you need to identify the type of presentation in order to explain the ideas you're presenting. It is pretty important also to identify the nonverbal postures and gestures you're managing in order to help the information you are giving. The feedback, it is also pretty important. Check that the feedback from the presentation is correct from the audience, so you'll know what is the most important information that they get. As a closing to the presentation, you need to present a final draft. This is mainly a brief and fast reminder of the main points of your presentation. Also, the conclusion. You need to make a recap of the acquired knowledge of the audience. Also, it is pretty important to identify your audience. For you to attract the attention of the people you're talking to, it's important to identify the average age and the interest in order to keep them interested. Also, on your presentation, this is very, very important to you to know and own your presentation to appear more prepared and your presentation to feel more integrated to you, and be confident. The confidence is pretty important. When you're giving a presentation, the people will get more into your presentation if you appear more confident. Into my consideration, I need to improve the graphic elements that I present into my presentation, because I'm not very good at it. I don't used to get into the graphic elements. Also, the contact with the people. When I make a presentation, I used to speak fast and just don't make questions to the people to know if they are getting the information that I'm giving. Also, it is the 3 points that I have in my presentations. I feel very confident because when I'm going to give a presentation, I really study the topic and surrounding topics of it, so I know the questions that I will be given, so I can answer them with confidence. The non-verbal, well, as my postures and my gestures, I really manage them very well. So this helped me to give importance to some information that I'm giving. Also, my voice. Well, I consider my tone of voice and my volume very good when I'm giving a presentation because, well, I consider myself that I'm not too shy when I'm with people that I know, but this helped me when I'm giving a presentation. So these 3 points: the confidence, nonverbal gestures and postures, and my voice, I consider them very very as my strengths. And well, that's the finish of this video. I hope you like it and take in consideration the 15 points that I already gave you. Cheers.